on our last broadcast, we started talking about closing the doors of poverty. And today, we're going to continue from where we stopped. So I want you to send out a text message, call as many people as you can, send out a tweet, send out a BB message, and let them know that the Common Sense Guru is back on air to talk about closing the doors of poverty. You also need to have a pen and a paper because this broadcast is called the School of Money. So it's a school. So you need to take note of all the things that I'm going to be saying so that you'll be able to refer to them and you'll be able to reference them after now. So if you need to get a cup of coffee, go get a cup of coffee. You need to get a cup of tea, go get a cup of tea. You need a cup of juice, a cup of water. Just make sure you relax and you are ready because when I come out on the other side, we're going to be looking at closing the doors of poverty as we conclude this wonderful series. Stay tuned. I'll be back. I started by defining poverty. We looked at the poverty state in our world today, and we looked at the different definitions and dimensions of poverty. Then we began to look at the different doors that have allowed poverty into the life of individuals, families, organizations, communities, and even nations. And now we're looking at how we can begin to close each of those doors so that we can enter into the world of place. Last week we said the first door of poverty is the door of ignorance. And that door of ignorance needs to be closed. We also said that the second door of poverty is the door of laziness. And that door of laziness has to be closed. And then we concluded last week by looking at the fact that the third door of laziness that needs to be closed is the door of unfaithfulness. And that door has to be closed. Today, we continue as we look at the fourth door of poverty, which will be our first door for today, and that's the door of pride. 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 You see, one of the amazing things I've come to realize about life is the fact that there are so many people that have so much pride, but the pride is so subtle that they don't even know that they are proud. But listening to them for a few minutes, you will begin to see the pride and the arrogancy that has not allowed them to be able to go far in life. Listen and listen well. Pride will never allow you to go far in life. Pride is a killer. Pride is an attraction to poverty. I've seen people that should be doing things, but they are not doing it because they feel it's below my level. I've heard so many people say, I can't do that. That's below my level. It's a manual job. I don't have time for manual jobs. I don't have time for odd jobs. But listen and listen well. There are no manual jobs anywhere, only manual minds. There are no odd jobs anywhere, only odd mentalities. So you find out that most of what you call manual jobs and odd jobs is not about what you call a manual job or odd job. It's about your manual mind and your odd mentality. If you understand that there is dignity in labor, you will realize that anything you do that is positive, anything you do that adds value, offers service or product to people, you will realize that those things should be done with dignity and they can bring money into your life. It's so amazing that what some of us do to earn a living, what some of us do to get an income, is what people that come to beg us for money will be calling manual jobs. Sometimes people come to me for assistance and I tell them, oh, why not do this? Oh, I can't do that. But that's exactly what I am doing, and you expect me to give you my money. Hello? How can I do something, labor, and get money, and then you want my money, but you're not ready to do what I'm doing because you feel it's below your level? Then wait until you get something that is at your level. So you need to understand that pride can ruin any life. So we must close the door of pride. I would never forget, many years ago, in one of the organizations I have the privilege to oversee, there was a young lady that was in that organization, and she was always coming for welfare, always coming, to get assistance, and she was just always available, doing nothing. And then my assistant, out of concern, decided to assist her in getting a job to be an assistant in a restaurant, to help and be one of the restaurant operators, to just assist in selling, washing plates, serving people, and doing all that. But guess what? The day my assistant called her and said, yeah, young lady, I've realized you've not been doing anything. There's a restaurant around the corner. I've spoken with them, and they are willing to employ you to be one of the servers, to help to serve the people that come, and to help to wash plates. if you saw a reaction. In fact, my assistant was shocked. Excuse me, me, work in a restaurant, me, wash plate, me. She was all over. Excuse me, I know my level. I can't do all those kind of menial job. I am supposed to be working in a bank. I'm going to work in a... Out of curiosity, my sister said, well, that's not the problem. I'm sorry, I was just trying to assist you. I asked you some time ago to give me your CV. You didn't give me any. So what exactly is your qualification? You say, it's just school cert. I have school cert, but nothing is impossible. I have school cert, but nothing is impossible. I work in a bank. As what? As a cleaner, a gate woman, or what? So you find out that people don't even know when they are proud. Why? Because sometimes it is very subtle. Listen and listen well. How do you expect to get a corporate job when you don't have a corporate certificate? I don't understand. So pride is dangerous. Pride is destructive. So if you want to be rich, you want to be wealthy, you must close the door of pride. Now, this issue of pride does not have to do with people that do not have a job alone. Even entrepreneurs and business people should be very careful of pride. You know why? Because the customer is king. And when you are proud, when you are a very proud person, you are going to lose your customer because you will not be able to take the insult that customers bring your way. As a businessman, I've come to know that the customer is always right. Ignorant, but right. Sometimes confused, but right. Sometimes foolish, but right. Sometimes troublesome, but they are right. So no matter what they do, just know that these people are the reason why I'm in business. Their money is what will keep my business going. So you humble yourself and you take whatever rubbish they need to give to you and help them to understand and see the value in what you're offering them. But can you imagine you being an entrepreneur and out of your pride, I can't excuse me, you see, because you're a customer, get out of here with your money. If this one gets out with his money, that one gets out with her money. One day, nobody will bring any money. Then you will get out of business with your pride. So be very careful. Pride is a doorway into poverty. The next door, which is number 5, the 5th door of poverty that you need to close is the door of disobedience. The door of disobedience. You see, you need to understand that life is governed by laws, life is governed by principles. And those who respect and operate within the boundaries of the principles and the laws of life always get the benefit of life. If you live according to the principles that governs life, life will deliver and respond to you. But if you live contrary to the principles and the laws that governs life, hello, you're going to find yourself on the other side of life. There are laws, there are principles. Whether you believe it or not, whether you accept it or not, whether you like it or not, you must submit and live by the laws and the principles that governs life. Can you imagine someone saying, I don't believe in the law of gravity? Whether you believe in the law of gravity or not, the law of gravity will work for or against you depending on where you find yourself. I don't believe in all these things they are saying. Well, I don't believe in law of karma. I don't believe in that. Whether you believe in the law of karma, law of repercussion, sowing and reaping, boomerang, whatever name you call it, whether you believe it or not, it's a law of life. It's going to happen. I don't believe in the law of self-preservation. Whether you believe it or not, it will happen. So it's not about what you believe or don't believe. It's about the fact that this is how life has been programmed. So it is your responsibility to discover the laws of life, to understand the laws of life, and know how you can live within the boundaries of the laws and the principles of life and navigate your way into the world of place. I'm going to go on a short break right now. When I return, I'm going to continue to talk to you about this aspect of disobedience so that we can close that door once and for all. Stay tuned, and I'll be back. Now, if you despise these principles and you don't obey them, then there is no way you can prosper. And now, when you get the School of Money book, there are over 50 different dimensions to this issue of wealth creation. So we can't really exhaust them right now. But number 1, in order for you to be able to create wealth, you must obey the law of information. That means you must be informed and knowledgeable about wealth creation. You must be informed and knowledgeable about how to create wealth. So, if you do not give yourself to acquiring information and you disobey that law of information, You will be ignorant, and that will bring you into poverty. Number 2 is the law of savings. You need to save. If you don't save, you are not safe. So you find out that a lot of people work and work and work, but they don't save money at all. So if you are disobeying the law of saving and you live life without saving, and every money that comes into your hand, you spend it, you are not operating in wisdom. So by disobeying that law of savings, you are already putting yourself in the path of poverty. Then there's the law of investment. Now, saving is setting money aside for a purpose, but investing is sending money on assignment for a return. So it's not just enough to save money. It's very important for you to now take from your saving and invest so that you can create a future. So when you disobey the law of investment, guess what happens? You remain in poverty. Then there is the law of delayed gratification. The law of delayed gratification. It means that you have to wait till the appointed time to experience what you need to experience. There are a lot of people that have been in the realm of poverty because they are more of consumers and wasters. Every money that comes into their life, they just want to eat it now, waste it now, consume it now. And because of that, they find themselves in the place of poverty. Because you see, if you eat tomorrow's food today, you are going to be hungry tomorrow. If you wear tomorrow's clothes today, you are going to be naked tomorrow. If you live tomorrow's life today, you ain't going to have no life to live tomorrow. So it means that everyone must obey all the laws that they need to obey in order to prosper. So disobedience to all these laws is one of the things that leads to poverty. Number 6. The next door that needs to be closed is the door of lack of investment mentality. A lot of people are poor because they don't have investment mentality. Investment mentality is a mindset that everybody must have if they are going to prosper. There are a lot of mindsets that exist in the life of people, and in order for you to prosper, you must make sure that the toxic mindsets are eradicated and the toxic mindsets are replaced with investment mentality. There are 5 toxic mindsets that you need to eradicate if you are ever going to develop investment mentality and become rich and wealthy. Number 1, you must eradicate consumer mentality. Consumer mentality is that mindset of always wanting to consume everything that comes into your life. That mindset is toxic and it must go. Number 2, you must eradicate nomadic mentality. Nomadic mentality is that mindset that makes you to always want to go from place to place, job to job, career to career, without being focused on one thing until it produces results. That's toxic and it's got to go. Number 3, you must eradicate entitlement mentality. That mindset of always thinking that somebody owes you something, you are entitled to something, somebody is supposed to do something for you. That mindset is toxic because it will decapacitate you, it will incapacitate you, it will not make you to be able to take responsibility for your life. That mindset must go. The next mindset that has to go is salary mentality, civil mentality, civil servant, civil work, just having the mindset of salary. You're always thinking of salary. You just want salary. No. That's a toxic mindset. And that mindset has to go. And the final mindset that has to go is materialism mentality. That mindset of always being materialistic, where you just want to buy, and just have all kinds of stuff without thinking of the future. These mindsets are toxic and they have to go. Now, when you eradicate all this mindset, then you now need to have investment mentality. And the absence of investment mentality is another door that people have opened to poverty. What exactly do we mean by investment mentality? Well, I give you 3 definitions. Number 1, investment mentality is a mindset that is concerned about the multiplication of all that you have. So it means that when you have $1,000, you are thinking of how to turn the $1,000 into $3,000. That's investment mentality. When you have $5,000, you are thinking of how to turn the $5,000 into $10,000. That's investment mentality. It's always a mindset that is concerned about multiplication, not consummation, multiplication. Number 2, investment mentality is a mindset that is concerned about the acquisition of assets and not liabilities. So when you have investment mentality and you have money to spend, you don't spend the money on liabilities, you spend the money on assets. Because a lot of people are actually poor because they have used the resources they have to acquire liabilities instead of acquiring assets. And then they find themselves where they are. So you need to make sure that every time money wants to exit your life and you want to use your resources, you use it to acquire an asset and not a liability. Number 3, investment mentality is a mindset that is concerned about bringing you to a level in your life where you will no more work for money, but money will work for you. There's nothing wrong if you work for money. There's nothing wrong in that. We all most likely will start out working for money. But there's something wrong submitting your life to working for money forever. You must have an exit plan. You must have a financial plan to get to a level where you will no more be working for money, but money will now be working for you. So, in order for you to close the door of lack of investment mentality, you must develop the mindset of an investor. You must develop investment mentality. You must eradicate those toxic mindsets. You must make sure that you become an investor and you begin to do the right thing with the resources in your hand. Do you have investment mentality? Have you developed investment mentality? Or is the door of lack of investment mentality open in your life? You need to do something about it. How do you know whether you have investment mentality or not? Your answer to this question will let you know whether you have it or not. What do you do with your money? Yes, you heard me right. What do you do with your money? Because you see, in life, it's not how much you make that matters. It is what you do with what you make that matters. I've seen people make so much, and at the end of it all, because they do not do the right things with the money in their hand, they end up with poverty. And I've seen people make little, but because they've done the right thing with little, they've been able to create more. So what do you do with your money? There are only 3 things you can do with money. You can waste it, you can spend it, you can invest it. Foolish people waste money. Average people spend money. Wise people invest money. So question, are you a spender, a waster, or an investor? If you are a waster and a spender, it means that you don't have investment mentality, or your investment mentality level is very low. You should actually be an investor. Well, I've got to go on break right now. When I return, we'll begin to wrap up this series on closing the doors of poverty. Stay tuned, and I'll be back. I believe it's been an exciting series last week and this week as we have looked at closing the doors of poverty. We've been able to look at 6 doors that you need to close so that poverty can stay out of your life. We looked at the door of ignorance. We looked at the door of laziness. We looked at the door of unfaithfulness, the door of pride, the door of disobedience, and then the door of lack of investment mentality. I want you to know that there are many other doors that needs to be closed. But like I've always said, we've got limited time on this broadcast, and we cannot deal with just one issue forever because there are many other things that needs to be dealt with. But you can do yourself a great favor by doing all you can to get all the other materials we have so that you'll be able to see what you need to see. I have a particular CD that deals extensively with the universal reasons for poverty and how you can come out of poverty. But everything as it relates to the issue of coming out of poverty is all in the book we've been talking about, The School of Money, and this one called The Pathway to Wealth. Now, The Pathway to Wealth is the first book I wrote in 2007, and when the book was released, it was just a massive, massive, massive book that has done so much in the life of people. You know that in 2007, we entered into the recession, and by 2008, the whole world was agog with the issue of recession and depression. In this book, you will see a lot of things that will amaze you. So get a copy of this book, and it will help to settle this issue of poverty. And then get a copy of The School of Money. This is a global book. It's a book that has the ability to make you a global millionaire, and it's the cheapest school fees you will ever pay. So you need to do everything you can to get a copy of these materials. Well, getting in touch with us is very, very important so that we can continue to see how we can help you. Many times we get emails, we get phone calls from people, oh, I'd like you to be my mentor, oh, I'd like you to come to, teach us or share with us, oh, we'd like you to come and speak in an event. Well, all you need to do is get in touch with us. We are available, I'm available, my team is available. If you want us to come into your organization to help you, we do seminars, we do trainings, we do consulting, we do all kinds of stuff for different organizations. So if you have a lot of meetings or events and you want us to be a facilitator, just get in touch with us. Or you want to get our books, our tapes, our materials, then get in touch with us. You can be a marketer, you can be a distributor. There are people that have become millionaires and been able to create wealth just by being marketers and distributors for our own products. and they get commissions and they make so much money. So you can join the team of our commission sales agents and our distributors all over the world. All you need to do is to get in touch with us, and we'll be able to take it from there. Well, our website is www.commonsensegroup.com.